Alright, we're going to start a new series. Another one that I know very well because I had so much fun doing Resident Evil that I'm going to start doing more games that I actually know and can play all the way through. So we're going to be playing the Game Boy Advance version of Final Fantasy 1. And yeah, we're going to call this first guy Lando. And then I'm going to switch this guy to a monk. And then these guys can all just have random names. Cuckoo and Coco, I like that. Alright, so here we go. Nice. The world lies shrouded in darkness. The winds die. The seas rage. The earth decays. But the people believe in a prophecy, patiently awaiting its fulfillment. When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. After a long journey, 4 young travelers did at last appear. And in the hand of each was clutched a crystal. Awesome. Alright, here we go. So I'm gonna fix up the config a little bit. Always dash while moving. That'll just make it go a little faster. Yeah. So here we go. I'm gonna go into town and get some stuff. Go get all the equipment we need. Let's start on this side. And then we can go in and just optimize everybody. But actually, one thing we're going to do is we're going to remove all of our monk's equipment, because the monk actually does better when it has no equipment on at all. So, we're going to sell all this stuff because everything's already optimized. We can buy chainmail for you, and you already have clothes. Because, like, even the defense and stuff is better when they don't have any equipment on. So we're just going to sell that last pair of clothes. We're going to get some magic, cure, dia, and protect, which fills that up. Then we go get some black magic. We're going to get fire. I won't use sleep and I won't use focus, so I just buy fire and thunder. I don't really get anything else. Alright, so the king is searching for the prophesized warriors of light. Those crystals, you must see the king at once. Alright, so here we go, our first quest. Welcome, travelers. I am told you carry crystals. Is this true? Oh, what is happening to my game? It's just as Liu Kang's prophecy foretold. When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. Your Majesty, we cannot be certain that these are the warriors foretold by the prophecy. Yet they stand before us with the crystals. I cannot dismiss this as mere coincidence. Crystal bearers, there is a task I would ask of you. Will you not rescue my daughter Sarah? Garland, a knight once in His Majesty's service, has abducted Princess Sarah. I ask for your aid in the name of His Majesty the King of Cornelia. Garland has taken refuge in the Chaos Shrine, which lies to our north. Of course, we did attempt to save the princess ourselves, But Garland is the finest swordsman in the kingdom. We have none who can match him. I have heard that you wish to journey to the continent to our north. The bridge leading north was lost long ago, making passage impossible. If you can rescue Sarah, I will have the bridge rebuilt as a sign of my gratitude. Now go, warriors of light, and do not fail me. Alright, so we have our first quest. So we're gonna... What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut here for a second, and I'm gonna train up a little bit, grind, get a couple levels up, and then we'll head on to the Chaos Shrine, so we'll be right back. Alright, so I grinded up a little bit, and we are now all on level 3, and that should make it a little easier to fight some of the monsters in this first dungeon here. I'm gonna go grab some items, maybe. See how much money I have from grinding. No, I'll find some. So we're gonna go straight up to the Temple of Chaos. Battles. So all the characters, they usually level up at the same rate, unless like one of them dies in a battle and then they get behind in experience, but they all grow pretty much at the same rate. So we're going to the first dungeon up here. Gotta fight some goblins, the easiest enemies in any Final Fantasy game. And a lot of other JRPGs too. We're gonna go up here. Yeah, see, look at the amount of damage that Monk is doing without any weapons. He's gonna be doing the most damage out of any character. Oh, we leveled up again. Sweet. Alright, so we're in the Chaos Shrine. Before we go up and fight Garland, we're gonna go get some items that are hiding over here. Oh no! Jeez. Alright, so a bajillion battles later. Get the leather cap. We're going to put that on our Black Mage since he has the lowest defense in general. And then we got some more items. Almost there. Oh no. We're going to use magic here. Nice. More level ups. All the levels. Alright, we got a potion and a tent. Okay, the tent is going to be useful. Ooh, these guys are a little... Yeah. Sweet. So those guys can cause some problems early on if you're not careful. So we're going to go back to the entrance. Ooh, that's a lot. Alright. Alright, so we're going back outside. We're going to use that tent we found. Heal up real quick. And then we're going to go in and fight the boss. Chaos Shrine. We're going to fight Garland. The king will have no choice but to exchange the kingdom for his daughter's life. Cornelia will be mine. Hmm? Who's there? The king's lapdogs. Do you have any idea who you're messing with? You really think you have what it takes to cross swords with me? Very well. I, Garland, will knock you all down. Oh, okay. Yeah, that took a little bit longer than usual. So we're just gonna... I'm gonna cast Protect on you, just in case. Yeah, so this is the first boss. Super easy, by the way. I honestly don't really need to cast Protect, but just in case. Because I like to keep everybody leveling up at the same rate. Yeah, that's right. Attack the warrior, who takes no damage from pretty much anybody in this game. Yeah, we beat him. Alright. We found Sarah. Oh, you've come to rescue me? I don't know how I can ever thank you. I am Sarah, Princess of Cornelia. That's the first time anyone's ever defeated Garland. You must allow me to show my gratitude. Please, accompany me to the Castle Cornelia. Teleport! Ta-da! Thank you for returning my daughter to my side. There can be no doubt that you are the warriors of light from Lucan's prophecy. You should hear the prophecy in its entirety, if I may. When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. If they cannot gather the shards of light, the darkness will consume all. The 4 crystals will never shine again. Now I hear that a crystal can be found on the continent to our north. Restoring light to the crystals is our only hope of ridding the world of the monsters which plague it. I will have the bridge to the north rebuilt, as I promised. I pray that you succeed in restoring light to the 4 crystals and to the world. Yeah. Oh, wait just a moment. This lute has been entrusted to the princesses of Cornelia for many generations. When he abducted me, Garland took this lute as well. I want you to have it. It may aid you in your journey. Okay, so we got a lute. Yay, musical instruments in video games. Alright, so now... I'm going to leave this episode here. So I'm going to save real quick. And, oops. Save real quick. Alright, so this is going to be the end of the episode, and I will see you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we're moving right along in this game. Okay, and welcome back to Final Fantasy 1. So we just beat Garland in the first little Temple of Chaos, and now they're going to rebuild the bridge for us. Orders from His Majesty. We're to do our part to fulfill Lucan's prophecy. Yeah. Speed up them workers. Good looking bridge. What does this bridge have to do with the prophecy? The 4 warriors of light are here. They're here in Cornelia. Yes, we are. Alright, now we get to cross that bridge. How am I? Oh, I'm barely hurt at all. These darn random battles. Alright, here we go. I love this song. Oh, the birds. And so their quest began. As the 4 warriors of light, they felt overwhelmed by the great task destiny had placed before them. They did not even know the true significance of the 4 crystals they held in their hands. The crystals that once, long ago, held a light that shone so brilliantly. The time for their journey had come. The time to cast off the veil of darkness and bring the world once more into light. Yeah, that's what we about to do. Yeah, title screen. Alright, now let's move on. So the first town is off to the right, but if you go north first, there's a little, like, side story thing that you can see, and there's a couple items up here as well that we can grab. So we're gonna go up and see Matoya. For any of you who have played the game before. If not, it's a funny little character. Uh-oh. Alright, let's get out of here. Come on. Yeah. Alright, because those monsters are a little much for us yet. So we're in Matoya's cave. If you talk to these brooms. Front sword backwards. Frontwards, backwards. Any way you see such a strange spell, just swish swisheree. So, swish swisheroo. What he's saying is B button and then select. Which brings up the map. So, that's a little tip for you. Thump. Ouch! My eye! My eye! Thump. Ouch! I can't see a blasted thing without my crystal eye. Who could have stolen it from me? Just constantly stubbing her toe against the chair. What is up with my cartridge? Alright, potion. Potion. Oops. And antidote. Alright, so we got some items, we saw what we needed to see, and now we're gonna go to the next town. And I'm gonna speed through it a little bit, so we'll cut when I'm getting up to the town, because it's really not far. Alright, so we're back over kinda where we just left Cornelia. So many battles. Alright. So we're almost to, I think it's Pravica. And I'm gonna heal up a little bit here, because those horses really messed me up. Alright. So many battles. Alright, yeah, we're in Pravica. We're gonna go to the inn first. Heal up a bit. Then we're gonna go buy some equipment. Magic and stuff. Alright, so we can get new armor for the warrior. We can also get him a shield. And get leather gloves for everybody. Except the monk. He doesn't get any... No equipment for him. It's better without it. Alright, so we have that. Now we can go get weapons. Which the weapons in this town are a little expensive. I'm gonna get the broadsword. So that's gonna be faster. We'll get more hits out of it as our agility stat goes up. Check out the... Alright, so I'm gonna need 500 there. And I'm gonna need... 250 here, so we're gonna need 750. So I'm gonna cut here real quick and go grind for all this money, and then we'll come back. I'll buy the spells, and then we'll move on. All right, see you in a second. All right, so we're back in town after grinding for 750 gil. I'm gonna go get all that magic. Yeah, see, I don't spend all the money just to fill up all the spaces, because I'm not gonna use most of that magic anyway. But Blizzard and Temper are two spells I will use. As well as Null Shock. Alright, so we have all that stuff. Now the next part of the story brings us to these guys. You've got cannonballs of steel to be taken on the great pirate Bicky. Keel haul 'em, boys. Aye aye, Captain, we'll take their bones, go crunch. And we fight a bunch of pirates. Who are all super easy. Especially with all the upgrades we just made. I mean, look at that. Look how much damage that the monk does. And you know, the game would probably be easiest and go the fastest with just a full party full of unarmed monks. Yeah. And even the warrior's damage is starting to get up there with the new equipment and stuff, and he's starting to get his agility up so he can hit more than once. Yeah. Leveled up. Alright. Ooh, they did. I'd be most sorry, young masters. I'll be making no more fuss, I swear. I want you to take me ship for your troubles. Can you find it in your heart to forgive an old pirate? Alright, so we got the ship. Sweet. So that's that. And I'm gonna leave this episode here, and next episode we are gonna go to Elfheim. So I hope you liked it. Like, comment, and subscribe and all that stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. Alright, here we go with another episode of Final Fantasy 1. We are on our way to Elfheim in the boat that we just got by beating all the pirates. Now, I will tell you, I am going to have to cut once we get to Elfheim because this is probably one of the most grind-heavy parts of the game. Because there's a lot of magic, a lot of stuff to buy in Elfheim. So we're going to be... I'm going to be cutting and grinding a lot. It's probably going to take me quite a while, actually. So, just so you know. But I'll keep recording until we get to Elfheim. Just gotta beat all these guys, all these new enemies out here on the boat. And there's Cornelia right there. I know you can't really see the castle or the town or anything, but it's just off that port there. Oh, more enemies. Ogres. We can fight these guys now. Especially with our monk. Becoming a powerhouse. Alright, here's Elfheim. Alright, we're gonna see what we can afford at this point. As far as like weapons and stuff. Well, we can get the Black Mage a dagger, which will give him a little bit more. And then the equipment shop is right here. Armor shop, I guess. Well, we can only afford one of those right now. All right. So I need, let's see, 1,600. And 2,000, 3,600. And 6,600. All right, so I'm going to go grind a bit now. Try to get all the stuff before we move on, because the dungeon here is like the first big dungeon in the game, and we really want to be prepared because some of the enemies in there can get pretty hard. So I'm going to rest up, and then I'm going to grind for a bit, and I will see you when we come back. Alright, so I'm going to show you this. I'm partway through grinding, about halfway through, and now I'm at a higher level, and I bought the first round of magic for everybody. So see, I've got Fyra, Thundara, and then I've got Kira, Diara, and Nullblaze. But there's this area. I'm east of Pravica. I had to go back to Pravica. And there's an area back here that if you go to a certain spot, there are really high-level monsters. Oh, and I accidentally sold my Warrior's Broadsword, so I did just actually go get another one. Let me equip that real quick. That was dumb of me. But if you go all the way up here, just to the east of Pravica, to this little peninsula here, and you go past like first, second, and if you go to the second one, just move back and forth until you get into a battle. You get into a battle with some monsters from later in the game, which give you a ton of money. But yeah, they're really hard. So you gotta be really careful when you're fighting them. It's almost like fighting a boss for every battle. Yeah, see, they even do 70 damage to the warrior. But yeah, see, we beat him. So 846 experience and 502 gil, and that's like one of the lowest. Usually you get about like 4,000 to 5,000 gil. So I'm going to keep grinding here, and I'll cut back when I've bought all the new stuff. Alright, so I just fought, there's a bunch of like ice wolves you can fight here, and sometimes they'll give you an ice shield, which you don't get till way later. So that's really awesome, so I'm going to equip that real quick, and then back to grinding. See you in a sec. Alright, so we're back in Elfheim, and I've got everything that I wanted to get. I'll show you the magic and stuff. Poisona cures poison, Null Frost, and Vox, which cures silence. And then for my Black Mage, I got Haste and Blizzara, because all the other magics I'm not going to use. So, yeah, we're going to go check out the castle real quick, just to give you, like, an idea of the plot line. The prince has slept under Aestos' curse for 5 years now. There must be some medicine that can rouse the sleeping, but where? Prince snoring. So we have to find something to revive the prince with. So then after that, another story plot before we go into the first dungeon is in an old abandoned castle, which is up towards the top of this map here. And also through grinding all that money, I also gained a lot of levels. We're now all level 18. So, which is pretty high level for this area, which is a good thing. That'll help us get through everything pretty quick, so the game doesn't take too long. I'm going to try to do this like in sections, like each area, new area I go to will be a different episode. But they should still be around the same amount of time that they usually are. I'm going to do some editing to kind of cut them down a little bit, make them a good length. So yeah, we're heading up to the abandoned castle. Ambushed. Oh no. 1 health of damage. Oh no. Well, he got 19, but still. He's big enough now, he can handle it. And look at the power on that monk. I love the monk class. Like, one of my favorite things to do for like a speed run of this game is to just have 4 monks in my party and just breeze through the entire game. Maybe I'll do that for a live stream one of these days. Just breeze through the game with a party of monks. I don't know, is there any speedrun competitions for that? Because I know this game so well, I could probably win. Because you don't need any equipment. You don't need any armor, like no weapons. Let's see. I was tricked by Aestos, king of the dark elves, and now my castle has fallen into ruin. If I could only retrieve the crown from the marsh cave, I would be able to restore my castle. Might you bring me the crown? So, we need to go to the marsh cave to get him the crown, and that brings up, like, a whole chain of events, a whole chain of items. It's almost like a fetch quest after you beat the actual dungeon. But yeah, like I was saying, like the whole party of monks thing, I wonder if there's like a speed run of that. Because you don't need to pick up any items, so you can really just like breeze through the dungeons. Like, you really don't need to pick up anything, like anything that you would actually need item-wise. Like, health potions and stuff, you can buy those in town. So the only items, like the only chests you would have to open would be like the event item chests. Oh, even the mages are starting to hit more than once now. That's awesome. Yeah. Alright, so we're almost there. It's right down here. So this little hole in the ground right there that you can see, that is Marsh Cave. And in the next episode, we're going to go into Marsh Cave and find the crown. So thank you guys for watching, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Alright, here we go. We are going to go into Marsh Cave. I like the music in here. It's always been really cool. Let's take out this guy first. And then for the green slimes, like, physical attacks almost never do anything to them. Unless it's like a critical hit like that, might actually kill it. Sweet. I didn't actually have to use MP. But yeah, the green slimes, they don't take physical damage, like, hardly at all. Depending on how many hits you get on them with each character, it'll only do 1 damage per hit. Unless you get a critical like I did there. But the monks have like a very high critical rate. Alright, so there's some items we can get in here. And I'm sorry, I'm really bad at getting into tight spaces, especially when I'm running in games like these, but I just want this to go as quick as possible. I don't want it to be boring for you guys. Dagger, which we already have, so that's not going to help us much. Let's see, I think there's another room down here. See if there's any items in there. Alright, so we just got out of that battle and leveled up again, so we're 19. Yeah, that's actually pretty high level for this part of the game. More gil, which will help us later, and broadsword, which I already have, even though I had to go and buy one because I accidentally sold it. Alright. Yeah, and I'm sorry I'm kind of skipping battles, but it'll make it go by faster. Because sometimes watching these like turn-based games like this, like the Final Fantasy games, can get kind of boring just watching the battles, and I feel like especially for this game, like the first one, they were pretty slow. So I don't want to bore you guys with all just like the random battles with the same enemies over and over and over again. I mean, I enjoy playing it that way, but I know a lot of people don't like to watch that. And I can understand that. So, yeah, I'm going to skip a lot of the battles, so. Alright. Especially because, like, in these dungeons, the encounter rate is really high for the most. Okay, I think, yeah, all of these are already open, because in this game, which they didn't do in a lot of the other games, there will be 2 chests in different rooms that have the same item in them. So if you open one of the chests, it'll actually open both chests. So like that chest that we just saw that was open, I didn't pick up that specific chest, but a chest that I opened in another room had the same item, so when I opened that other chest, it also opened that one. Which was really kind of weird, but kind of cool. Now this is where some of these are open already, but there are a lot of items in this room, and this is actually where the crown is, but we're going to go through. We're going to go into all the rooms, because in these games, like, the items are actually really important. Like, you get a lot of health items just from random pickups. You get a lot of good equipment that maybe you can't buy just yet through chests and dungeons. So, yeah, we'll continue on here. Alright, so I got poisoned a little bit in that battle. I actually have antidotes, which I like to use items first before I use magic, so that when I get to like the boss battles, I still have MP that I can use against them. So we're gonna keep going, keep getting some items. Alright. Another box, some more gil. Yeah, and once you start getting into the actual dungeons, you actually start like finding gil in chests and stuff, so I gotta heal. We're gonna use Fyra, because there's multiples. Yeah, I gotta heal up my monk. He's darn near dead. But I don't expect they're not it's not really a boss in here. It's like an enemy that's more prominent later in the game that they just threw in here early as kind of like a boss. Oh. Oh, okay. And those also bring up good places to grind, too, because a lot of those places, like you'll see when the boss battle hits, it's not like you talk to somebody like some of the other bosses and then the boss comes out and you fight it. It's more like every time you enter that spot, you enter a battle with a certain enemy, and there can be any number of those enemies up to like, I think for the Pisca demons, there can be anywhere up to like 5 or 7 or something like that. Copper armlet, I already bought all those that I need. But that spot, like you can keep hitting that spot over and over again for more experience and for more gil if there's a good spawn there. But yeah, we're going to skip this real quick. Heal up a little bit. Because I'm pretty sure like this dungeon will be just long enough for one good episode. But the later dungeons I'll have to cut a bit more because the encounter rates are higher and they're just bigger dungeons and take longer to go through. Here we go. Alright, so this is the crown, and it can be anywhere from like 2 to like 5 or maybe 7 Pisca demons, but luckily we only got 2. Because they're not that bad, but they do a lot of damage, like 56, that's quite a bit for him. So once we beat these guys, we have a couple more rooms to check for items, and then we'll be done with the dungeon. Yep. Alright, so we got the crown. And we just have, like I said, a couple more rooms to check here for a couple more items. Now these gray ooze, on the other hand, as opposed to like the green slimes, they actually take damage, so you can just attack them. More gil, which is awesome. Because as you keep going, obviously, like stuff gets more and more expensive, especially the magic. But like Elfheim is really like the biggest grindy place because there's 2 sets of magic in that town with no previous dungeons with a lot of cool stuff you can get and sell. Because like not only are we getting a bunch of gil from a lot of the chests, but we're also getting equipment that we already have, which we can just sell when we get back to town. Yeah, so we're almost done with this. Oh, that one's already open. Alright, so that's all the rooms. So what I'll do is I'm just gonna... Well, I'll keep the video going for a little while. Because it's honestly kind of a short episode. So I'll keep it going until we get out of here. But yeah, like, I love this game. Like, one of the first games I ever played, ever, was Final Fantasy VI. And I was probably, like... But it was Final Fantasy III for the NES back then. I was probably, like, 3 or 4 years old when my dad had it, and he was playing it on his Super Nintendo. And at, like, 3 or 4, I actually taught myself to read so I could play the Final Fantasy games. Like, because I saw him playing Final Fantasy VI, like, all the time, and it was one of our favorite games, and I'll be really excited when we play that on here, because I just love that game. And so I taught myself how to read so I could play Final Fantasy. Like, that's how important Final Fantasy has been for me. And I've just always loved these games. I started playing, like, not even a year ago. I tried to play through, like, start in the first one and just kind of play through all of them. And I got to 7. Yeah, I got to 7 pretty quickly. Like, you know, this one, if I have a day where I'm not doing anything else, I can beat this game in a couple hours. And then for, like, the other ones, even 2 is fairly quick, depending on how much grinding you want to do, because that game is very grind heavy. But yeah, I beat them fairly quickly. I want to say in, like, probably 3 or 4 weeks. So about a month, I had gone through 1 through 6. Because, like, I know this one really well. I know Final Fantasy II I'm kind of familiar with. Final Fantasy III, not so much. Final Fantasy IV, I've played through quite a few times, but it's kind of been a while. But then Final Fantasy V, I absolutely love. And I've really, like... If you guys know about, like, the class system in Final Fantasy V, you have jobs, and you get ability points for every battle that you fight. And with so many ability points, your job levels up, and you get new abilities, active abilities, and passive abilities that, like, change the menu and the battle screens, and then passive abilities that just, like, give you extra HP. There are a couple where you can get more experience from battles or get more AP from battles, depending on what classes you master. But I played through Final Fantasy V, and, like, not at the end grinding, but, like, throughout the game, whenever I would get a new crystal and get a new set of jobs and, like, classes, I would master every class with every character before I moved on in the story. So by the time I got to the end and, like, fought the final boss and everything, I was so overpowered. Because there are, like, some really cool ability combinations that you can get that let your characters hit, like... Because in those games, like, you only hit once with a weapon. But you can dual wield if you master a certain class. And then if you master, like, a ranger class, they can do, like, multi-hit, which makes them hit a bunch of times in a row. So when you dual wield with multi-hit and everything like that, you can attack up to, like, 6 times in a row. But I kind of got to rambling and I forgot I was going to end the episode as soon as I got out of Marsh Cave. So we'll beat these guys here. I'm just going to do it quick because I have the MP. But yeah, so we have the crown. And so next it's really seriously kind of like a fetch quest. We're just going to be going around giving people certain things based on what we've already learned. Because, like, we give that guy in the castle the crown, and then he gives us something else, and then we go give that to somebody, and then they give us another item that we have to go give to somebody. So next episode is just going to be like pretty much the fetch quest episode. I'm going to make it move by pretty quickly because there is a lot. But, because at the end we get like this key that lets us open up a bunch of locked doors that have been in some of the other dungeons we've been in already. But I've kind of skipped over them, but you'll see them. I'll show you all of them. But yeah, we'll save that for the next episode. The next episode I'll probably do a lot of like cuts and stuff just to show you like where all the items are that we need. But yeah, so that's been this episode of Final Fantasy 1, and I hope you liked it. Like, comment, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, we're back to the old abandoned castle. Because there is something we have to do. We have to give the crown back to the king, so we'll see what happens. I mean, I know what happens, but just in case you guys don't. So here we go. You fools fell right into my trap. I am Astos, king of the dark elves. Oh no. That's really cool. I like that animation. With the combined power of the crown you now hold and the crystal eye I already possess. Where have we heard that before? I will become the true elf king. It is useless to resist me. I can take what is mine by sheer force. So, boss battle. Yeah, this is a pretty easy boss battle. I mean, none of them, probably from this point on, are going to be very hard. Just because we've been grinding so much and, you know, getting all the best stuff. That's the only thing that can screw this up, is if depth works, which it just did. Alright. So, it's not a huge setback, because I do have a healing item. I can bring him back. But I also did just use Temper on him, which will... I'll have to cast it again. Because Temper raises your attack, and then Haste increases the number of hits that you do when you attack. So this guy shouldn't be too hard. We're going to heal him back up. Retemper him. Oh, dang it. Well, now I guess I'm going to be behind on experience. But that's alright, we beat him still. You obtained the crystal eye. Alright, so we've obtained the crystal eye. There I am dead. I'm going to head back to town, and I'm going to cut this for a little bit, and when I come back we're going to be taking the crystal eye to where it needs to go. Okay, so we're going to go under the bridge here, and then there's a little port over here which brings us a lot closer to Matoya's cave. You guys remember Matoya's cave, right? And I'm just going to skip a bunch of these battles because it's all really easy monsters that you've already seen. So we're going to go up here again. Okay, here we are at Matoya's cave. Because we got the crystal eye from Astos. Oh, what's this? My crystal eye? Give it here. Don't worry, I have something to give you in exchange. Take this potion. It's the most amazing potion in my entire collection. What is it? Jolt Tonic. Kind of reminds me of the V-Jolt Tonic we made in Resident Evil, right? Ah, I can see again. You still here? I don't need you anymore, so be on your way. You're not even as attractive as I thought you'd be. Wow. Come on. Get out of the doorway. Darn broom. Alright, so next we're going to take the Jolt Tonic, which is going to wake up the prince that we found sleeping. So I'm going to cut here. I'm going to come back when we are at the Elf Castle. Alright, so here we are in the Elven Castle, and we're going to go up and give the Jolt Tonic. This Jolt Tonic may be just what we need to break the curse and awaken the prince. I will try it at once. Shing! Your Highness? Your Highness! I was having a terrible nightmare. Am I still dreaming? You're the legendary warrior. Something tells me I'm not dreaming. I shall follow the legend as it has been told to me and my forefathers. The time for me to pass on the mystic key to its rightful owners has come at last. So now we have the mystic key, which unlocks a lot of doors with a lot of treasure in them in a lot of different places. So we'll start here, because there is some of the treasure here. It's kind of hard to get to, though. You gotta kind of go, like, just one space outside, because if you go more than one space, you'll, like, exit to the map and have to come back. But if you go around this way, we can pick up some cool items back here. Mithril Hammer, which will be good for our White Mage. Some Gil. More Gil. And Bronze Gloves, which will be good for the Warrior. Mithril Hammer. Cool. Alright. Now, the next place we're going to go is, we're going to go to the abandoned castle and get some stuff there. So I'm going to cut and just come back when we're at the castle, just to save time. Alright, here we are in the Western Keep. I keep calling it the abandoned castle because I couldn't remember what the name of it was. But, yeah, we're going to go get some items here real quick. Oh, I forgot. These are another one of those places where every time you go in front of these chests, there's a battle of some kind. So this one's wraiths. A couple of them are mummies. But I'm just going to take care of these guys real quick with some magic, because I have enough MP. Might as well. And then we'll see what kind of treasure we get. And I'll try to avoid the squares that have battles in them. There's just so many of them. Fire, this should take them out, I think. Oh, yeah. And these guys give a lot of gil, too. So, Falchion. I'm going to grab Power Staff. And Steel Gloves. So I think the Steel Gloves are even better than the Bronze Gloves. Yep, and the Falchion is better than my Broadsword. Sweet. So, she doesn't get anything. Power Staff is good for the Black Mage. Okay. Alright, the next place we're going to go is back to the Marsh Cave. So I will get over to where the treasure is, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so we're in the Marsh Cave, right where we found the crown. And if you go to the bottom of this room, there's some more doors and some more rooms, but they were locked before, so we couldn't get in them. So we're going to get some of these items now. Yeah, some more chest guarding enemies. And now with our new, better equipment, we can take them out even easier. See, like, even the Black Mage is starting to do some damage. That's pretty cool. Enough that they can actually defeat enemies, you know. Silver Armlet. Let's see. That'll go good for our mages. Let's do the Black Mage just because he has less HP. Give him the... Ooh, that more than doubled his defense. That's awesome. Alright, so we got that. Jeez. Oh, Piscademons. I went into one of those spots. But these guys should be no problem now. But I'm going to skip ahead. Let's see what's in here. After we beat the Piscademons. Be right back. Alright, so we got an antidote. That's not cool. Wow, he was down to 1. It's amazing. Alright. And then we keep going. Nothing in there. Even though the door was definitely locked before. Alright. And one last chest. What do we gotta fight? More Pisca demons. I'll actually let you guys watch this one, because... Oof. Jeez. My monk is getting... Ugh. Dang it. Well, he's behind a little bit on experience too now. Do I have any? Nope. Alright, so... And it's just Gil. Alright, so... I'm gonna make my way out of Marsh Cave. And we'll go on to the next area, which is going to be... I think... We'll go to Cornelia next. So I'll see you in a second. Alright, so we're about to land in Cornelia. And then we go up to the castle, because that's where all the treasure is. We go around the outside, kind of like we did with the elf castle, but not nearly as bad. And we're going to get a lot of stuff here. The time has come to use the key to open the doors. The equipment within is sure to help you. There's a lot of cool stuff in here. Got mithril knife, which will be good for our black mage. Saber. Cottage. Oh, what's this? Nitro powder. We're going to use that pretty soon. Got a tent. And iron armor. I think I already have iron armor on. I do. But let's see. What we can give all our people. Really? Mithril knife? No? Guess not. Power staff wins. Alright, and then next we're gonna go to the Chaos Shrine. So I'll cut back when we're in the Chaos Shrine. Okay, so we're in the Chaos Shrine. And I'm gonna skip any battles we might run into and just go really quick over to getting the items. And there's a battle right off the bat. Yeah. Okay. So we go in here, because these were definitely locked earlier too. And these are all preceded by gargoyles. And Rune Blade. That's going to be, I think, good for our... Yeah, good for our warrior. Yep. And we're going to go all the way up to the top in a second once I skip this battle. So many useless random battles. Because, like, the enemies here don't even give you, like, enough experience or money to be of any use. We have more required battles, so skip. Alright, and here we have Werebuster and a gold needle, and we're gonna have to fight those gargoyles again, so I'm gonna cut that. Alright, and that is all of the treasure that we can get with the Mystic Key. So the next thing we have to do is use the nitro powder, and I will cut for a little bit, and I will pick it back up when we get to where we use the nitro powder. See you in a sec. So we're getting off this port here, which we've never been to this area before, and we just have a little bit of a walk to get to where we're going, and now these guys are so easy, like, I don't even mind, I don't even need to skip them. So we're gonna go down here. There's a little cave over there. I don't know if you saw it. And we're gonna go... Oh, level ups. We're gonna go in the cave. Mount Duergar, which is where the dwarves live. And all dwarves in Final Fantasy say lolly ho. Got some items in here, 575 gil, 450. Man, I don't know what is up with my cartridge that it keeps like glitching like that. But we're gonna go down here where there's a lot more treasure and stuff. Mining dwarves. Lots of treasure in here. So we got a tent. Great helm. I think I can... Yeah. Worm killer. Can't hold any more. That must be a potion. Other. So you know what? I'm gonna do that. Then we can pick up that potion. Yep. Alright, mithril mail. 575 gil. And another cottage. So we can equip the mithril mail and the worm killer. Oh wait. Is the mithril mail not? No, I guess not. Okay. I thought the mithril mail would have been better than that, but guess not. And we're going to talk to this guy right here. Narek. Nitro powder. The explosive force in this powder will ham a canal open in no time flat. I owe you kids. Alright, so he's going to go put the nitro powder down, I guess. There we go. Now we can litter this rock to smithereens. What are y'all standing around for? That powder's set to blow. Unless you plan on going with it, you better get out while you still can. I don't know what sort of accent he's supposed to have. Kaboom! And that opens up like a little canal. Rumble, rumble, rumble. Very well animated. Yeah. And now we can sail through there and get to the next town. Yeah. I cannot wait to see what lies out there. Hey, onto that canal. Alright, so he's going to explore, and so are we. Alright, well, I'm going to leave this episode here because we're going to be moving on to the next section now. And we're actually going to get our first crystal here pretty soon. So, thank you guys for watching. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next one. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Final Fantasy 1. We are going to be going to get the Earth Crystal in this episode. So we're right outside Mount Duergar, where we just opened the canal, and we're going to go get our boat and sail through the canal. And in the last episode, we got a lot of cool weapons, a lot of cool equipment from getting all the locked doors, the Mystic Key. Now we're going to go get some more cool stuff in the next town. So we're moving on to a town, and then we have another dungeon to go through, and all kinds of cool stuff. So I'm going to skip ahead a little bit until we get to the canal. See you in a sec. Alright, so here we are at the canal. We're going to just sail west here. Go directly into town. This is Melmond. This is the town that precedes the Earth Crystal. Let's see. All of the stuff that we have should be... Oh, well, maybe not. I'll get the long sword for the warrior. Alright. Then we're going to sell a bunch of stuff. I don't use those. Don't need those. Alright, so I sold all the stuff we don't need. This is what we're left with. And we're going to go to the armor shop real quick, see what they have there, see if there's anything better than what we found. That's expensive. I remember that. So we can get another silver armlet. Great helm, bronze glove, steel glove. Okay, so we need 36,000 gil. And let's see what we need for magic on top of that. Because the magic's starting to get expensive too. Alright, come on. Come on, get out of my way, dude. Oh, okay, so we're gonna need a lot of stuff here. So that's 12,000. And this is gonna be... Oh, only 4,000, I guess. So 16,000 plus 36 is gonna be 52,000. Alright, so I'm gonna cut here. I'm gonna go do some grinding real quick on our little peninsula over there. And then when I come back, we'll buy all the stuff we need here and move on to the dungeon. Okay, so we're back in Melmond, and I have all the equipment. I got myself the knight's armor. We have the new magic, Curaga, Life, and Diaga. We also have Firaga with our black mage. And we're going to move on to the dungeon. And the dungeon is just on a peninsula down this way a little bit. I'm going to keep the battles in because there's some new enemies in this area that we haven't seen yet. That we're getting kind of overpowered at this point because I've been using that peninsula to grind and train. So we're in, I think, well, Lando just leveled up. I think, yeah, we're all 24. Which is pretty darn good. By the end of the game, I think we should probably be in our 70s or so. So we're almost to the dungeon. Alright, here we go. This is the Cavern of Earth. We're gonna get some bunch of treasure in here and fight a bunch of really cool enemies, honestly. Some of them that we've seen, some of them we haven't, but I will still skip some battles if they get a little too tedious. Or if I'm not, like, in the middle of a thought. Now, these... In now the elemental dungeons, you'll see a lot of these guys, the elementals, because they're usually the ones guarding a lot of the chests within the dungeons. 1975, Gil. Minotaurs. Yeah, so all these monsters at this point are pretty easy because we've leveled up so much and trained on that peninsula where honestly you're fighting monsters that don't come till towards the very end of the game. And it's kind of like an exploit, like I don't know if they meant to do that or whether it was a glitch, but I found out about it years ago and I've always used it. Heal you up. I've also got like a ton of potions and tents and all that kind of stuff, so if I ever need to heal while I'm in here, I can heal up without using too much MP. I probably should have grabbed... Well, but there's no item shop in Melmond, so I couldn't have... Oops! Didn't mean to go out. There's no item shop in Melmond, so I couldn't really buy any more items. But there will be in the next town. And I think I can get high potions instead of regular potions in the next town as well. Yeah, we're going and getting all the treasure. We're going to find all the treasure in this dungeon. That way, if you guys ever play through this, you can use this as kind of a walkthrough too. Even though I haven't really showed you how to get to some of the places, but you can figure it out. It's more of the elementals before we get 2 chests, because we're standing right in the middle of 2 of them. And that's usually how they set the elementals too, like they know where people are going to stand to try to get both boxes, so they'll put the elemental right in the middle. We have a few more chests to pick up. Can't hold anymore. What is that then? So I can use it and grab another one. Oh, I'm getting low on health. So I should probably heal up a bit. So we're all healed up. Let's keep on going. 880 gil. What is up with my cartridge? I really don't know why those visual glitches keep happening. But we're just gonna keep moving. And just so you guys know, I have been cutting a lot of battles. I'm gonna have to... This episode is going to be probably the most editing I've ever had to do in an episode. So we're all 25 now. I'm gonna move on to the next floor. And here I almost can't get any words out because I keep running into battles. And I don't want to have too many battles in here. Because this is definitely like a maze of a dungeon. Yay, more elementals. That one just gets you for walking in the door. And we got all this treasure here. And on we go. It's going to be really hard to commentate on this episode. Just because I keep running into battles and I don't want to show them, because that would just be boring, and this would turn into like a really long episode. But like every time I start a sentence, it seems like I run into one. Really? Oh, I guess so. That's weird. Because like the original version I played of this was the PlayStation 1 version. So some of the items were different and had different stats to them. So alright, we're on the 3rd floor. And this is as far as we'll be able to get for now. Just because, well, you'll see why. Give me a second. Sleeping bag. That's like the least powerful version of the tent. The most powerful being the cottage. Yeah, I feel like this episode is going to be lacking quite a bit of commentary. Just because I keep having to skip. Alright, I'm gonna heal up real quick. Alright, all healed up. Let's move on. Gold needle, those are useful, especially later on, because there are quite a few enemies who can petrify you, turn you into stone. Especially there's like an ice dungeon later, and a lot of the enemies there can petrify you. So I kind of know where all the treasure is already, so I'm not going in every door because some of the doors don't even have anything in them. More elementals. Gonna kill this one real quick. I keep these in because, oh, he's hitting 8 hits now. Yeah, we all just leveled up, so an 8 hits like they do 3. It's really awesome. What items are we getting? Okay. Alright, and here we go. We're about to go fight, I guess, the boss of this section. So we're going to heal up real quick. And here we go. We're going to fight this boss here. All things in this world are destined to end in death. The seal cannot be broken, and so the earth shall rot. And it already said he's a vampire, so that's a really cool animation. You cannot alter destiny. Mere mortals cannot kill the undying. I've killed a lot of undead, okay? Like, in this game, I've killed a lot of undead. Because they're all weak to the same thing. Yeah, this guy's gonna be no problem at all. It might only take me 1 round to kill him. Yeah, look at that. 1 round. Not even all of my characters attacking. And that's supposed to be a boss at this level. Alright, what's in this? What did I get? Star Ruby. Okay. And then if we try to keep going on, we run into this little stone here. A stone slab is set in the floor. An evil force seems to emanate from within. And that's all we get. So we need to leave the Cave of Earth, which I'm going to do off camera, and then we're going to go take the Star Ruby where that needs to go. So I will be right back. I'll see you in a second. So the Cave of Earth is currently south of us, and you saw me go down this way to get there. So we're going to go to the cave where the Star Ruby goes, which is over this way. Gonna fight these shadows, because I don't think we fought any shadows yet. Except maybe in the abandoned castle, but we'll leave this in. Just to have some battles in the video. Because my guys make quick work of most of these enemies. We're gonna go in here. And we're gonna talk to this guy. You have Star Ruby? Give me Star Ruby and I let you pass. Munch, munch, munch. It's the rock biter. Nothing tastier than rubies. And then he just walks away. And then, actually, if you go down here, there's a room with more items in it, and technically, according to like the game's code, that door is a mystic key door, I believe, if I remember right. Oh cool, we got the great axe. That's a really good weapon for the warrior. But we might... Nope. Alright, cool. So we just upgraded our warrior quite a bit. And I'll skip this for you. Alright, and there's one more thing we have to get. And the whole reason we came through, we gave him the Star Ruby so he would move out of the way to make the path open to the next thing. So we gotta go out here and around and then down and in here. to the Sage's Cave. Because this sage right here. So you are the ones who defeated the vampire, eh? But he was only a servant. The beast corrupting the earth crystal lurks far deeper within the cavern. Here, take this staff with you and use it behind the vampire's chamber. You obtained the earth rod. Alright, so now we have the earth rod, so that little stone that was behind where we killed the vampire, we use it there to get further into the dungeon. So I'm going to get back there for us, and then I'll pick it back up, and we'll be in the lower levels of the Cave of Earth, and then we'll get our first crystal. Alright, I'll see you there in a second. Alright, so we're back where we defeated the vampire, and there's the little slab that was keeping us out before. So we're going to go and examine it. Magic! Alright, then we're going to go down. We've got a couple more floors to go through. And we got a few more treasures to get as well. Oops. I've been trying to avoid these, but I'll skip it. Alright. So we got a staff. That's not a very good item to find. And then we're going to get... I think... Yeah, we have to battle a couple of these. So... Oh, first step. Oh, these guys. Alright, I'm going to let you watch this fight just in case one of my characters gets petrified. Oh, good, he missed. Because back when I was doing the thing where if one of my characters died and missed the experience, I would go back. Because it would just make me mad. Those cockatrice would kill me all the time. Oh, and these are some new enemies. We haven't fought these before. These are Sphinx. But they're still really, really easy. I don't know what's up with me. I've been coughing for the past few days. Alright, we're gonna get these items here. After some level ups. 5450 gil and 1455. Alright. Now we're gonna keep moving on. I'm gonna make our way around. Because this is very much a maze of a room. Stop it, phone. And we're still going around. Still making our way over, and... Yep. Oh, I'm getting low on health. Better heal up here in a second. Tent. Too bad we can't use that inside. Well, I'm gonna heal up real quick, and we'll keep going. Alright, let's grab... Oh, every time. I keep forgetting where the, trigger points are. I'm gonna skip it. Alright, and in this chest we have 1250 gil, and in this one we have a mithril shield. Awesome. But I don't think it's better than my ice shield. Nope, not at all. So we're gonna keep on moving. And this is where the Pisca demons come from. So this is where they're just normal enemies now. They're not even a boss at this point. Like, they still pack a punch, kinda, but they're easy enough that they're just a regular enemy. But of course, as soon as I said we're going to be moving right along, I step into a battle, because that's how it always goes. But I'm just going to walk you up to the stairs up there. Come on, get out of my way, bat. Alright, here we go. 5th floor. And I'm pretty sure this is the last floor, too. Yeah. So we're about to fight the Earth boss. Alright, so we're here at the Earth boss. I'm going to heal up real quick, just to make sure we're at full capacity here. And we're pretty close on MP, so I'm not going to use that ether up. Or ether. Alright. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. So we're ready to fight the boss. Here we go. Who speaks to me? Huh? I am he who feeds on the power of earth. I will not be disturbed by mortal men. I am the Lich, fiend of earth. And I'm gonna kick your butt. Alright, let's get right into it. We don't really need to protect anybody, so I'm gonna attack with the white mage. But I am gonna beef up my melee fighters, because as you see, they don't do very much damage right now, but once I boost them up a little bit, they'll do a bit more. Because temper raises the attack, and haste increases the number of attacks that you do. And so we tempered him, so we're going to temper our monk. Because once our monk is tempered, yeah, see, look how much more he's doing now. Once the monk is tempered, he should do some pretty good damage. Alright, so we're going to heal a little bit now. Which one to heal, though? Probably the black mage. And then we're going to haste our warrior. Yeah, look at that. Because once the melee fighters get, beefed up by the magic and everything, then they can do enough damage that I can actually heal instead of focusing on attacking with my white mage. So let's see how many attacks our warrior and our monk are going to do now that they're both hastened. 16. Look at that. Jeez. That's most of his health right there. Like, 565, that's most of his health. Alright, and we have freed the Earth Crystal. Ding! It's shiny again. Alright, yeah, celebrate. Oh, see, this is something that was added in the Game Boy Advance version. There are extra dungeons that after you beat the actual dungeon, you can go to these dungeons and fight bosses from other Final Fantasy games, get some cool items that didn't exist in the previous versions, and they are really cool. And we might look at one of them towards the end. I haven't really decided whether or not I'm actually going to go there, but we might look at it. So I'm going to end this episode right here because that big shiny thing right behind the crystal, that just teleports us out of the dungeon. And so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to go back to Melmond, and then we'll pick up the next episode in Melmond, and then we're going to move on to, I believe, the fire crystal. Yeah, I think the fire crystal is the next one. Oh, actually, no, we're going to do some other stuff first. But So next episode will probably be a couple little side quest type of things, but they are actually necessary for the game. But so I'll see you in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. This is going to be absolute hell to edit, by the way. Absolute hell. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Final Fantasy 1. I just finished up resting up in Melmond. We just got our Earth Crystal, and we are about to head to Crescent, which is the next town. So if you can see where we are, where the little finger's pointing, we're actually going to go west and to the other side of the map, like all the way around the world basically, to that red dot in the bottom right corner. So let's go ahead and get in our boat and head that way. And this is a little bit of a journey. As you can see, we don't move very fast. But I'm just trying to line up with it here so I can just go straight across. Yeah. All the way across the sea. Alright, now I just gotta remember where the port is. Oh, it's up here. Alright. Now we have a bit of a walk. Especially with this water right here, but it's not going to be a problem for long. Now, in a lot of the other games, this town is just called Crescent, but in this one it's actually called Crescent Lake. So, we're going to stay at the inn real quick. Alright. And then we're going to see what kind of equipment and magic and that kind of stuff this place has. Because I think, yeah, this is where we can get all the mithril stuff. So we can buy mithril gloves for the night. It looks like that's it. Because we already found a lot of the other mithril stuff. And we have a lot of stuff to sell, too. So I'm going to sell stuff and I'll be right back. Alright, and this is what we have left. We're going to go see what weapons they have, because I think I might have a couple more upgrades coming. Yep, mithril sword. Or the mithril axe. I'm going to go with the mithril sword, just because you do more hits that way. Because the mithril axe does have a little bit more attack, but a lot less accuracy, as you can see here. Okay, so we're going to equip the mithril sword and sell that great axe. And we're going to go check out the magic. See what's in there. Let's see, we've got Stona, which is going to be very important. Exit, which I can't really get yet. Protera, which does the entire party instead of just one. And raises party's evasion. I'm not worried about that one, because Exit's going to be more important later, but I need to wait until we upgrade our class to do that. So let's go see what's in the black magic. Thundaga, which is good. Death, no. Quake, no. Stun, no. So Thundaga's all we need. Alright, so the next thing we need in this town is we need to get the canoe. And so we're going to kind of cut around and talk to these guys. These guys give us the prophecy. This is actually Lucan himself right there. So we're going to kind of cut around just to get the story really quickly. So here we go. I am Lucan. I see a cycle of wrath, a dim light guided by destiny. that about which our entire future revolves. 12 sages are we, guided to this land by the stars and prophecy. 4 great crystals exist in this world. The light that once shone within them is now lost. The 4 fiends of chaos block the power of the crystals, claiming it as their own. Fire, earth, water, and wind, these are the 4 forces that compose our world. The source of the 4 forces are the altars scattered throughout the world. Defeat the fiends that have taken root there and lift up the crystal you carry to the altar. The crystal should regain its brilliance. The 4 fiends plot to rule the world, both past and present. The Fiend of Wind appeared 400 years ago, followed 200 years later by the Fiend of Water. Together they laid waste to the civilization in the north. The Fiend of Earth rots the land. Where the Fiend of Fire passes, all is cast into flame. When all 4 crystals shine once more, return here. All will be revealed. Bring the light of the 4 crystals to us. Warriors of light, only you can do this. The volcano Mount Glug rises to the west of this town. The Fiend of Fire long slept within its passages, but she has awoken 200 years before her time. Vanquish her before the world is consumed in flame. Well done, Warriors of Light. You have defeated the Fiend of Earth and restored the crystal's light. Sadly, this has drawn the notice of the Fiend of Fire, who is not to have stirred for another 200 years. Take this canoe, and go face the Fiend in Mount Glug. So he gives us the canoe. But we're actually going to do something before that. The canoe gives us access to the ice dungeon, which gets us a very, very special item. So we're going to head out here. Actually, I'm going to grab some items first. And when I cut, we'll be outside of Crescent Lake, ready to go to the next part. Okay, and here we go to the Cavern of Ice. And now we can go across those lakes with the little canoe we just got. So we're starting to get to some of the enemies that we were fighting on that peninsula, like the Hill Gygus. They were all there, but now they're just so easy. We're going to go back to our ship for a second. And then we go north a little bit. Yeah, through here. Then there's this little entrance here. So when we go through here, we'll end up at the ice cavern. Which will get us a very interesting item. Which I'm not going to tell you yet what it does. But I'm just going to show you. But this episode is just going to be one of the side quests. And then we're going to do another side quest really quick after it. And then we'll move on and get the next crystal. So we're going to go up here. Through this way. I'm surprised I actually did this from memory. Sometimes that maze takes me a while. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to heal up here, because this part can get really, really hard. You can lose a lot of... You can die a lot in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save right now and then head in. So give me 1 second. Okay, and we're going to head into the ice cavern. Got a couple of really cool things in here. And some new enemies as well. And we're going to go down to the second floor, which there's nothing really on here as far as treasure. We're going to get a lot more treasure in this dungeon. There's a lot of really, really cool stuff in here. I know I keep saying that, but there is really, like, a lot of really cool stuff in here. Oh, this is gonna take forever. Come on, white mage. White mage. Go, go, go. There we go. All of them gone. Alright, sweet. Got some level ups there. Alright. Moving right along. Down to the 3rd basement floor. Through here. Back up to the 2nd floor. We're going to start running into treasure here soon. Alright. Okay, here we go. So here's some things. Gotta be really careful not to fall here. Yep, dark wizards who are guarding this chest here, which doesn't really have anything in it, but I still like to grab it. These are like mini Astos. Though they're still not that hard. So there's just clothes in there. But if you go around to the other side, and you go up here and get this one, Flame Sword, which is going to be better than what we have and is going to help us out a lot against some of the enemies in here. But then with these little cracks in the ground, you can step on really any of them to get to where you need to go. They'll all take you to the same place. So here we go, falling down to the 3rd floor of the Cavern of Ice. And when you step on those icy spikes over there, you actually get hurt. There's a couple of mandatory battles that you run into getting some of these chests. They can be really hard, and I can't remember which are which, so I'm just going to heal up before I get any of this. Yeah, this is the one I was healing up for, actually. These are the white dragons, and they have a couple of really devastating attacks, like that ice storm right there. It hurts everybody, and it hurts them quite a bit, and they're going to use it twice, so yeah, look how low my HP is now. But luckily I used Firaga, which should take it out. If not, the monk will take it out. Yep, worked just fine. We get ice armor and mithril gloves, which the ice armor will go good on our warrior. But we're going to heal up because we're going to have to fight those guys again when we come back the other way to get out of this room. And I love high potions as opposed to regular potions. They heal so much more. Here we go again. Oh, but there's only one this time, so I'm not even going to use Firaga. Use your Ice Storm. Alright, we're going to keep going. Getting hurt by little spiky doos. There we go. Get some more treasure. Always more treasure. Alright, just for the mandatory battles in here. Because we're going to go through the middle here so it goes faster. Lots of gil. And battle. Yep. Winter Wolf. So this is actually where I got the ice shield that my warrior currently has equipped. These guys show up on the peninsula where I train. And they can give you an ice shield for defeating them. But they're super easy to me now. And these guys have Ice Storm too, but it's not nearly as powerful. Yeah. See, it doesn't do hardly anything. If they all do it, it can get kind of devastating. Especially when you first fight them in that peninsula. Yeah, see, I got an ice shield even though I already have one. So now we're ready to move on. Gonna go to the next staircase. And we're leveling up pretty nicely. We're in our beginning of 30s. Can't hold anymore, so what is that? That's gotta be an ether. So let's use that. Give me some more MP. We gotta go around here to get that chest. Oh, here, I was cutting it, but see, just right off the bat, I hadn't even gotten to do anything yet. They petrified 2 of my characters. So... And I'm going to try to run with him, because this is going to be kind of stressful. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, I hadn't even attacked anything yet. Like, I got ambushed by that. And just right away, they both got petrified. And we're going to go around. We're going to go in here. I'll skip this. Alright, now we got to be careful because there's another crack in the floor right there. We're going to get this treasure here. Ice shield, which we already have. And then we're going to jump down this crack. Now down this crack brings us back to this room, which you couldn't get to that stone right there before because of all the cracks. But now we can get to it. But on that square is a little, kind of a mini boss of sorts that's going to pop up and keep us from getting it right away. But he's really easy to beat. The Evil Eye. Especially with all the equipment we have, like with the warrior with the fire sword. Like, the fire sword itself, I think, can take it out in one hit, and this will probably kill it. Yep, see? So it's not that hard, but it does have some attacks that are really tricky. So we're going to grab this. This is called the Levy Stone. And it's kind of cool what we do with that. So just for the pacing of the video, I'm going to go real quick and get out of here. And then... after I get out of here, I'll cut back, and I'll show you what we do with the Levy Stone. So I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back at Crescent Lake, and I'm going to show you kind of where we're going to go next and use the Levy Stone to get something really, really cool. So I'm just going to make my way back. It's really not far. So we're going to beat these guys real quick. We're doing a lot of damage so far with our 2 melee fighters. We just need to get to our ship. And sail a bit south. Beat some enemies that are super easy. Because what's coming up is really, really cool. And one of really the staples of the new Final Fantasy games. Well, actually, they kind of stopped using this trope after probably 8 or 9. Well, no, because there was still one of these in 10. And you kind of saw some in 12. I don't know when they stopped using them, really. I mean, I don't know that they used them a lot in 13. I'm going to skip this battle. Well, don't have to. But yeah, you don't see many of these. They're not as prominent in Final Fantasy nowadays as they used to be. At least to me. I might be wrong. But the last one I played was 13. And I didn't really even finish it. But you go in here with the Levy Stone to the Ryukon Desert. We bring out the Levy Stone. And what should appear from underneath the sand? Here it comes. What is it? And look at that. There's the airship. So now we have the airship. And we can use that to get literally anywhere in the world. Yeah. So now we have the airship. And it's going to be waiting right out here for us. So we're going to grab that. Yeah, I love this music. So I'm going to leave this episode here. We have another little side quest to do before we go and get the fire crystal, which will be the next episode. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Like, comment, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. Hi everybody, and welcome back to Final Fantasy 1. So we are going to do the next little side quest type of thing, which I'm not going to spoil it just in case you watching at home have not played this game before. I know I'm kind of bad at that, not bringing stuff up. But we are going to... Yeah, we're going to go over this way. And I forget where the closest place you can land is. But we're trying to get there, but we can only land on grassy areas, or like plains. But that's not enough, that's partly... Yeah, there's nothing we can land on there. So I'm trying to find the closest spot where we can land. Looks like maybe right over there, or... I think where it wants you to land is up here. So we're going to go around the quick way. So you kind of see the path that I'm going to take. I'm going to skip forward so we get right into the Citadel. Okay, so here we are at the Citadel of Trials. We're going to go in. You come bearing the crown, I see, which is like the crown we got in Elfheim. Your fortitude cannot be questioned. Indeed not. Very well. I shall grant you the right to undergo the trials. Go now. Sit upon the throne. Your courage will be put to the test. If true courage dwells within you, you will find your proof of it here. And he disappears. Yep. Alright, now we know what to do. So we're going to go sit on the throne, he said. Oh. And here come the trials. So we get these teleporters. If you guys have played Pokemon and gotten to the 7th gym, you kind of know what kind of puzzle this is. Oh, and look at that. I just got turned to stone. That's wonderful. So we're going to cure that real quick. Yeah, as you go along, there are more and more enemies that will turn you to stone. Yeah, see, look at that. Oh, now he's even farther behind. Our monk is going to be severely underleveled by the end of this. He's the most behind in experience, I think. Let me look real quick. 38, yeah, 5,000. Yeah, so he's like almost 2,000 experience behind everybody else. Now I gotta remember which one is which. I think it's that one. Yep. And then this. And then I think it's the bottom one, but I could be wrong. Yep, it was the bottom one. And then this one just goes to the one. This one's that one. Oh, no, I think I did it wrong. Yeah, I did it wrong. Okay. This one. Yeah. And then all the way. Alright, I'm going to skip this battle. Okay. And this one. And now this one. Yes. Okay. And then we go around here. Now we're going to find some items in here that we are probably literally going to use for the entire rest of the game. Like, there are some items in here that are so useful that we will literally use them from now on. So you'll see what I mean once I pick them up. Let me heal this real quick. Oh, come on. Alright, so see, this is going to be guarded. Clay Golem, which these guys aren't really that bad. The stone golems later get a little bit harder. But in here, gauntlets. So the gauntlets, if I remember right... Oh, no, this isn't right. These are the ones that cast Thundara. Okay, so those are good in a way. Like, you can use magic with your black mage without using up MP. So he can do a little more damage per turn. But this is where we start getting those magic items that you can do that with. So, like, see, he used the gauntlets. He's going to use Thundara. He's going to do a bunch of damage and kill all the enemies. And he used no MP. So those kinds of items start showing up around here. Then we go through there. We go up here. And this part's pretty much a straight shot, just with some treasure chests here and there. Nightmares. And I'm not too worried about cutting battles in this episode because it's going to be a fairly quick episode anyway. It's a fairly short quest. Like, we're already almost done with the Citadel of Trials. Oh, he got snorted on. But he still hits just as well as he did before. Oh, we got another... Oh. Rakshasas. Rakshasas. Say that 50 times fast. Rakshasa, 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 Rakshasa. Once you get your mouth used to it, it's fine, but at first I was just like, what's that say? What is it? Healing staff. This is another one that that's the one that I meant, that I'm going to use that for the rest of the game. Like, you can just, because there's a difference in this game between cure and heal. Cure only heals one party member, where heal heals a little bit less, but heals all the party members. So, especially the later on you move on and the higher your white mage's stats get, the more it will heal each character. And that way, like, because her attack is so low, like, I don't need to attack with her. I can just use that and heal everybody up every turn without using MP. And let everybody else attack and do a good amount of damage with the other magic items. And let's see what else we have. Treasure-wise, Ruby Armlet, which should be better than some of the stuff we have here. Yep, we can equip that to her. Or him. I mean, the genders aren't really specified. Ice Brand. Now that's going to be really useful for the fire dungeon that's coming up, where we get the fire crystal. Oh, nope, not the silver armlet. I want the healing staff. There we go. And you are going to use the gauntlets and kill all these dudes. So see, this is the point where this game can get really easy. Pretty much once we do this quest, we can go get all the rest of the types of magic from the entire game. Like, now that we have the airship, we can go to every town and get the best magic, get the best equipment that you can buy. Not necessarily that you can find or that's in the game, because you do find a lot of stuff like in other dungeons that is better than anything you can buy from any of the shops. But pretty much after this point in the game, it's smooth sailing from here. Like, we have everything we need to beat the game. So once we take care of these Medusas here, we get the item that we need. Yeah, sweet. Awesome. Yeah, see, the game just gets so easy from here on out. And we get the rat's tail. And then you'll see what we do with that. Oh, and the dragon zombie. I forgot about this guy. So we are actually gonna fight with her and use an actual magic, because this guy can be pretty hard. He's pretty strong. But this might kill him. Yep. Alright. I say he could be really strong, and then he just, you know, falls apart. But yeah, we got the rat's tail, so that's all we have to do in here. And it is kind of a long walk back to the airship, so I'm just going to cut to where I get to the airship. Be right back. Okay, and we are back at our airship, and we're going to go up. Oops, wrong button. And we're just going to go right over here to these little islands here. I don't know exactly which one it is, so we might go to a couple of these before we actually get to the one we need to go to. But that's okay, because some of these have some treasure in them with, like, Gil and stuff. Did I do it on the first try? Is this the actual one? I think it is. Oh, it is. Yep, so we're going to go up here, find this big dragon guy right here, Bahamut. Long has it been since men of courage stood before me. Your bravery would seem worthy of consideration. The rat's tail you carry is a fitting token of courage and strength. So be it. I shall honor you with titles befitting your valor. So this is something really cool that happens in this game. Yeah, look at this. Ta-da! I don't know if it says anything about it. Okay, but we just upgraded our classes. So we're not a warrior, a monk, a white mage, and a black mage anymore. We are now a knight, a master, a white wizard, and a black wizard. So that is going to give us... they already got stat boosts. And then, like, the knight can learn a bunch of white magic. At least the first 3 levels, maybe even the first 4 levels. They can learn all the rest of the magic, but they need to get a few more levels first. But yeah, so we're going to be able to get a lot more magic, a lot more equipment, and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to leave this episode here, and I'm going to do some work off camera, getting some more magic, some more equipment, and then we're going to be back at Crescent Lake when we do come back, and we're going to go and get the fire crystal, sorry, because all we have to do is fire crystal, water crystal, air crystal, and then the boss, and that's it. So the fire crystal is not going to take long. It's going to be another short video. The water crystal takes a bit longer because there's a bunch of side questing in between. The air crystal, it might be a shorter, like, in between the two. And then the final boss, like the final dungeon, it's kind of long, and you fight all the other bosses kind of like a boss rush. But it'll probably be a bit longer video. I may even live stream it, depending on how the channel is going by that point. So we'll see. And even if I do live stream it, I will still... even if I do live stream it, I'll still archive it on the channel so you can watch the whole thing. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next one. I love these visual upgrades. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Final Fantasy I. We are going to Mount Glug, or Golg, and we are going to get the fire crystal today. So this shouldn't take too long. Should be a fairly good-sized episode. We're gonna move right along here. I actually, um, I actually started this and got about halfway through it, and then realized I wasn't recording. So now I'm doing it again, and yeah, that was dumb of me. So I just had to start over. But like I said, it's not going to take long. This is actually a very short dungeon. And I did get some more like magic and stuff off camera. Like he's got Blizzaga now. She's got Kuraja and Diaja. And I also got a couple things of magic for my knight. And some new equipment, stuff like that. Changed the config up a little bit, switched the cursor to memory, because it helps when using those magic items that we got at the end of last episode. It just makes the battles go by faster and work a little easier. Ankegs. Yeah, see, even our black mage is starting to do a lot of damage now because I went and I got... I think it's probably the strongest weapon in the game that he can have. It's the cat's claws. I think that's the strongest weapon for the black mage. So we got a mithril helm, but we already had one of those. So it's not like we're going to be using it. And I'm still going to cut some battles, just for the sake of pacing, even though this is going to be a really quick dungeon. We're going to go around this way. And you can see when I walk in lava that it is hurting me, so we gotta kind of keep an eye on our health because of that. Which is kind of why I keep using the healing staff, even though I keep forgetting. But it just keeps our HP up. We're not getting hurt very much from many enemies, so it's really easy to keep my health up with the healing staff. Yeah, I can't believe I got more than halfway through this dungeon and I wasn't even recording. I feel really dumb. Alright, we're gonna skip ahead. Moving right along. Get some treasures. Fighting elementals. Oh, there goes my glitch again. Alright, I'll skip this one. Moving right along. I did miss a couple things over here. Alright, great sword is that. Oh. Nope. Not even close. Alright. So many random battles. And you guys aren't even seeing them. But there are parts where it's like every other step. That's kind of why... well, that's kind of why if I do start, like, actually talking, I'll stop moving in the game so I don't get into battles like this. Alright, we got a lot of... Oh, that's either... Oh, that was the tent. Okay. Yeah, so I will kind of know some of the stuff because I already did this and had to come back and re-record it. Yeah, so that's a tent in there because we can't pick it up because we're full. Lava worm. Trying to heal up a little bit, but it's not really working because I keep killing everything before my white mage has a chance to use the healing staff. Alright, I'll skip through this battle. Alright. Mithril axe, mithril shield. And we already have a lot of this stuff, so it's just stuff we're going to sell once we get out of here. Yeah, I don't know if you guys realize how much editing goes into making these episodes, but like not the last episode, but the one before that, I think it was the Earth Crystal episode, was like 45 minutes long before I edited it. Like, it took me about 45 minutes to record what came out to be probably, I don't know, probably around a 20-minute video, maybe less than. So, yeah, these are taking a lot of time and a lot of work to record. Luckily, I have kind of a bunch of videos backed up that I can use to upload while I'm recording this series. Because if I didn't have backups, I wouldn't have videos for you guys, because these take so darn long. Because I can't really record every day, so on the days that I do get to record, I'll usually record at least 2 or 3 episodes at a time. Just so I don't miss a day. Because I feel like I'd be letting you guys down if I did that, and I don't want to let you guys down. If you guys actually really like the content, then I want to keep making it for you. I'm still kind of in the early stages of the channel, but it's actually going really well. And I'm enjoying myself for sure. Alright, where do I go from here? I think down this way. Yeah, I really need some battles to kind of get my HP back up. Alright. Now, where do I go? I can go this way, this way. I think I'm probably... he's alright for now. Alright, second part of the fourth. And let's see what treasure we have. Gold needle. And 2750 gil. You know I love my gold needles. Because getting petrified sucks. $1760. Alright. Getting lots of treasures. Antidote. 7340. Look at all the gil we're getting. Ice brand. So there's another ice brand, but he's the only one that can use swords. And a flame shield. That might actually be better than the ice shield. Oh, they're the same. So I should probably equip the flame shield. Yeah, because then when I fight the fire titan, then I won't get hurt as much. And some of the fire enemies won't be able to hit me as much either. Alright. I get 10 gil, that's it. And 155. Useless. What a useless room. Please do better. 2,000, alright. And a cottage. Sweet. Alright, we're almost there, guys. Almost to the end. Staff. 1250 gil. Not very good items on this floor, let me tell ya. Alright. I think this is the final floor. Yeah. And there is some treasure in here. And this is probably going to be guarded. By what? Oh, red dragon. Sweet. I think I can probably just attack it. I don't think I need to do anything else. Yeah. Alright. Now what's in here? Flame mail. That'll be good for our knight. Maybe? Yeah, let's do that, just because it'll protect us from the fire attacks. Try to heal up a little bit so I don't need to use as much of my potions. And that's all the treasure on this floor, so we're actually ready to go fight the boss already. See, I told you this one was going to be kind of short. So I might as well just keep all the battles in and... because it's probably not the shortest one in the series, but it's darn close. Heal all up here. Because, I mean, some of them are barely hurt at all. Get all their MPs up. Alright, we're ready to go. So you are the ones who defeated the Fiend of Earth and roused Merilith from her slumber. I love those animations. She's so red. Her sprite is so red. The power of the burning flame is mine and mine alone. Those who would oppose me shall burn in hellfire. Yeah. Whatever. Alright, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna cast Null Blaze, which reduces fire damage by half, and then I'm gonna start boosting up my melee characters. But they're actually doing some pretty good damage. Dang it, she did that before I could get my Null Blaze out. Yeah. Alright, so you can just attack. And then I'll also do Protera and raise everybody's defense. Temper the... A lot of these games are about, like, setup. If you set up your party well with all your magic and stuff, then you can have the power to beat all the bosses. Even in the later games, it's kind of like that. If you don't have certain spells for certain bosses, then you can't really do it because you can't set yourself up. That should be all we need from you. And we're good on HP, so you can just attack, I guess. And then we're gonna haste up. Yeah, look at all that damage. And she's done already. Super quick. That wasn't even that hard. Alright. And now we revive the fire crystal. Yeah, look at that. Then the Hellfire Chasm opens up. The only one that's really important, at least to me, is the extra dungeon that opens up after the Wind Shrine, which we might go through, because there's some items in there that I really like to get, and that I really like to use against the final boss. But for now, we're going to go through here. And that brings us back outside. So I'm going to leave this episode here. In the next episode, we got to get a few things ready before we go on to the water crystal. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. Alright, welcome back to Final Fantasy 1. And next up, we have to do a couple things before we go to get the water crystal. And I just kind of off-screen went over to where we need to go, got some magic. I picked up Healaga for our white wizard and Saber for our black wizard, which is just a kind of a better version of Temper. So we're going to go up, and the first thing we need to do is go up this river. And go into that waterfall. Alright. And we get a couple of key items in here. I'm going to keep some battles in here just because this one's probably going to be a pretty short one too, because I'm not going to do the water dungeon in this episode, because the water dungeon is kind of long and I kind of want that to be its own episode. So we're just going to go get the stuff that we need to get there right now. Clay golems again. Alright. And what's that? I have been waiting. Take this cube. Tiamat Flying Fortress, please. Obtain the warp cube. That's actually something we need to get into the air temple to get the air crystal. But, oh. Apparently he's broken. Alright. Wizard staff, okay. Ribbon. Wow, 13,450 gil. That's a lot. Man, we're getting a lot of gil in here, which isn't a bad thing. Defender. Really? They gave it to me now? The Defender is like one of the strongest swords in the game. Yeah, the wizard staff. A staff that casts Confuse when used. I probably won't even ever use it. Alright, so we got what we needed out of here. What we really needed was the warp cube. So I am going to... I'm going to cut here for a second and go over to where we need to get our next item. And then I'll be right back. Alright, so here we are. This is where we have to go next. This little extra area of desert here. So we're going to go in. It's a caravan. And we have to buy a bottled fairy. 40,000 gil. Luckily we got a bunch. So we got the bottled fairy, and that's all we need here. So next we have to go to the town, actually. It's called Gaia, and then we're going to be able to go down into the water dungeon. So I'm going to cut until I get to Gaia, and we're going to check out Gaia a little bit, and then that'll be the end of the episode. So I'll see you in a second. Oh, we're in Gaia, and we just released the fairy. And it's going to fly off. And then we're going to figure out, we're going to go see where it went. Okay, I already have these magics. And this is where I got the cat claws and the protect rings and the ruby armlets and some of the best equipment. Can I get level 8s yet? Are they... They should be... Yeah, they are high enough level now. Sweet. Oh, but they're 40,000 each? Well, I don't need any of the black. Really, the only white I need is holy, so I'll buy that right now. And then maybe later I'll come back and get the null all. But I don't really need that one either. Alright, we're going to go around, and we're going to find out where the fairy went that I released. That's the church. There it is. You're the ones who rescued me from that bottle. I'm sorry about running away, but I was just so scared. I'll get you some oxy ale from the bottom of the spring to make up for it, okay? Oh, coming back. I obtained oxy ale, which lets us breathe underwater because, of course, the water dungeon is underwater. Air will flow out of that water for as long as you have it. Yeah. So now we can leave here. And then we're going to fly over back to where we were before. Because there's that waterfall we were in. And we have to park right here and walk over. Alright, so we're going to go into this town. And believe it or not, the entrance to the water dungeon is in this town. So we're going to follow the path here. All the way over to this side. And, yeah. Hi, my name's Cop. You want to hear about the shining object I saw? I think it came down somewhere near the waterfall to the north. No one believes me, but I think it was some kind of mechanical creature. That must have been that robot we talked to. But, so I know this episode is going to be kind of short, and I'm sorry for that, but, the next episode is going to be kind of long, so kind of makes up for itself. But I'm going to leave this episode here, and in the next one, we're going to go into the water dungeon, get the water crystal, fight the water boss, all that good stuff. So, yeah, hope you like this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. And welcome back to Final Fantasy 1. We are about to enter the water dungeon and get a couple really cool things and beat some really cool monsters. And, yeah, save the water crystal. You have oxy ale. You are the ones we've been waiting for. Please, save the mermaids. What? Was she a ghost? That's weird. Okay. Do you want to get in the barrel? Sure. And down we go. Really cool animation. Yeah. Sunken Shrine. Alright, we're gonna get some items down here. The gauntlets actually come a lot in handy in here because the gauntlets use Thundara, and pretty much everything in here is weak against thunder. Every enemy. So my black mage is actually doing more damage than anybody else in here. So it's a lot of using the magic items. Luckily, I have it set up so it's quick and easy to do. But hopefully, we get to see him use it. Yeah. Gauntlets. See, he's... well... that's just the white sharks. But yeah. He's actually doing... oh, this is one. He's going to take out this whole team right here. Take a look at this. Man, this is taking a while just because there's so many of them. But they're going to take them all out. Look at that. 8 of them all at once. Alright, we're going to get another item in here. What's this? More gil. Alright, so now we're going to do a thing. There's just this kind of unspoken rule in video games whenever there's like a fork. Whichever way is the way you're supposed to go, you always go the opposite way first. Just so you can get everything and see everything and make sure you don't miss an item or something. So that's what we're going to do, because there actually is an item that we need, like a key item that's going to carry us through the next part of the game that we have to get down there. So we're going to go the opposite way from the crystal and go and get this key item. And you'll see what the key item is when we get there. But let me beat this battle real quick. Yeah. And we're going to move on to getting that key item. Gonna get some cool items down here. These are the water elementals, which the sprites for them are just a little strange. And I think the air elemental is the same thing, just in green instead of blue. 20 gil, really? My cartridge! I don't know why that happens. Like, one of these days it's just gonna do that on the whole screen and just die. And I'm never gonna be able to play it again. Hopefully I finish recording before it does that. I don't want to jinx myself. Knock on all the woods. We're gonna get some more treasure. Oh, I picked up a worm killer from the last battle I was in. Light axe. This one's really good too. I don't know if it's better than the defender though. It's not. But it casts Diara when used, so I can use that with my white mage against like undead enemies, because that's really all that it will hurt. But that's another way we can use more damaging magic without using MP. Getting some more mage's staff. Let's see. I'm sure that uses mage's staff. Casts Phyra. Sweet. Casts Phyra when used. So that'll be useful in future dungeons. We just need one that casts Blizzara, which I think we do get one later. Yeah, we're almost done in here. Oh, didn't want to go down there yet. Or up there, I guess. 12,350 gil. That's a lot. We're just going to be rolling in gil after this. After this dungeon is over, we're going to be rolling in gil. Alright, so we've got a couple places we can go. There's nothing in there. Here we go. So this is where we get that key item. And there's also... Ooh, diamond armlet. Oh, sweet. Oh, but you know what? I'm going to see if... Can they equip it? They can. I'm going to give it to the mages. I'm actually going to give it to the black wizard. Because I like to keep his defense up. Just because he has the least amount of HP. Most likely to die. Come on. If the light of the sea is lost, we will turn into sea foam, vanishing forever. That's sad. It's so weird because, like, there's little, streams that keep you from going. You can breathe underwater? How? How? She's so angry. I'm sorry that I can breathe underwater. Some gill. And I can go around this way. Hello. Are those the crystals the legends speak of? Just who are you? Well, I mean, if you know the legend like everybody else knows the legend, you should know. Warriors of Light. All the way down. I don't think there are any enemies on this floor, which is kind of cool, because there's a lot of stuff to do, and it would take a lot of time for me to get through it. The Mirage Tower stands in the desert on the continent to the east, right? Well, I saw someone go into the tower. I remember hearing the most lovely chiming sound. Oh yeah, that's something. Oh, come on. I'm going to skip until she gets out of the doorway. Finally. Jeez, that took a while. Alright. Gonna get some more treasure. Diamond shield. A lot of times the diamond stuff is going to be the best equipment in the game. Even in the later games, like the diamond stuff is really, really good. 5,000. Did I get that one already? Yeah, I did. Alright, so the room we need is that room. But so far it's blocked on all sides. So I remember the first time I ever played this, going like, how the heck do I get into that room? There's more treasure in there, I want to get it. But you gotta go up and do like a world map thing and go all the way around. So we got diamond gloves, sweet. Diamond helm. We got a full set of diamond armor. Okay, you obtained the Rosetta Stone, so that's the key item that we need. That we're going to need to get into the air dungeon after this is all over. So watch this. Boop. Oh. We didn't find diamond mail, though, but I think we find that probably later in here. Alright, so now we're moving right along. This episode's already getting pretty long. So what I'll do is I'll go back to the first floor that we started on, and I'll just cut to it, just to keep this video kinda short. So when I come back, we'll be at the beginning of this dungeon, kinda, because we're gonna go the other way. Alright, we're back on the floor where we were. And now we're going to go up to this side of the room and go down these stairs. To the second floor. The master just died again. He's so far behind on experience. Alright, fully restores. We're gonna do that for you. Luckily, I have a bunch of ethers. Or ethers. It's like I know the word, but I've said it one way for so long because I was a kid and I didn't know that the word ether existed. So it's like I said it one way for most of my life and now I can't get it out of my head. I thought there was treasure in here, but apparently not. Oh, there's treasure in here. Not good treasure. But there's treasure. Alright. We're gonna keep moving. Getting stuff. Lots of gil. A ribbon. Yeah, there's actually a strategy that a lot of people use to wear the ribbons because like they protect you against like death magics. In later games I actually use that strategy sometimes. 135. Battle. Oh, this must be something good. It's got the elementals. Yeah. Thunder. Didn't quite kill him, though. The water elementals are a little stronger than most other enemies. Oh. I forget that I set it to memory sometimes. Because I didn't start doing that until, like, the last time I tried to play through all of these. Oh. Just a bunch of gil, I guess. Alright. And we got some more chests. Some more... Ooh, mummies. This will let us use some of our other magic items that we got. And I'm going to actually use one of them. Use the light axe. And then you're going to heal everybody because we still need healing. And then, where is it? Yeah, Fyra. There we go. Because any undead monster in the game at all is weak against Dia and fire. Oh, that doesn't do a lot of damage. I guess his stats aren't really up there to use magic yet. Here we go. This should take him out. There we go. Woo! Let's see what we get. Giant's gloves. Yes! Alright, so that is going to be one of the... Again, one of the best items in the game. I'm going to use it for the rest of the game. Cast Saber when used, which is one of the magics that we actually just got. High level magic. It's like the second level of Temper. So it increases your attack and accuracy. Which is just awesome. So that's another one that makes setting up battles a lot easier. I'm going to move this stuff, a lot of this stuff up to the top while I'm talking. But yeah, like the Giant's gloves, I'm going to be using those throughout the rest of the game. Like, they're one of the best items. They're not really good to equip. They don't have really good stats to equip, but they're so useful. Alright, so we just have one more room that has treasure in it. And that's got another light axe, so we actually have two of them now, so we can use it twice. If I need to. But our knight doesn't really do enough damage with it yet. But I'm going to skip this battle. Alright, so now we're on the final floor. And I think this is the only time we have to go down here. Yep, this is it. Alright, we're about to fight the water fiend. There's not even any items on this floor. But there usually isn't on the floor with the fiends on them. I'll skip this battle here. We're just gonna go straight to him. The water fiend. Just around this corner here. And there he is. Alright, we're going to heal up. really fast. Make sure we got all our MPs. Healing staff, gauntlets, giant's gloves. All right, we're ready to go. You're gonna see our giant's gloves in use. It's the Kraken. But do you really think you can defeat the Fiend of Water here in my own domain? Fools, these dark depths shall be your tomb. No, you. Alright, we're going to do some stuff here. We're going to use Proterra. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? The only thing about Giant's Gloves is that Saber... I think you can only use Saber on the person who's casting it. Because, like, yeah, it raises caster's attack and accuracy. So, actually, I shouldn't have gotten it for the Black Mage at all, because he's never going to use it. But now that I have it in the Giant's Gloves, see, I can do that. Ooh. So he doesn't need to use the Giant's Gloves again. So he can just attack. He's going to use the Giant's Gloves. She's going to attack. And he needs to haste. I forgot to haste all the guys, because that'll still increase their, the number of hits that they do. Yeah, he's not doing anything to us now. Yeah. Okay, you don't need to use the Giant's Gloves again. You can just keep attacking, and you can haste him. Yeah, look at that. 14 hits. 756 damage. Wow. That was so easy. And that's it. That's the water crystal. That's all it took. It is kind of a long episode. I mean, it's... Looking at my capture right now, it's around 25 minutes. But once I edit it down, it'll probably be 15 or so, maybe. Life Spring Grotto. She's like, what the heck? Yep. He dead. Alright. So I'm going to leave this episode here, and in the next one, we're going to the air dungeon, and then after that, it's getting towards the end of the game. So we're almost done with this one. It's only going to be a few more episodes. So thank you guys for watching this one. Like, comment, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. Okay, and welcome back to Final Fantasy 1. We are about to go to the Air Temple and get the Air Crystal. But we have to do a couple things first. Remember how we got the Rosetta Stone in the last episode? Well, we've got to take that somewhere, which is actually somewhere we've been before. So we're in our airship here flying around, and we're going back to Melmond. And there's a guy in Melmond up here in the corner. Oh, get out of my way. Okay, it took forever for that guy to get out of my way. So, we're going to talk to this guy. Just a moment. Let me see that tablet. This is the Rosetta Stone. This makes it possible to decipher Lufenian. Yes, of course. That's what that was. It all makes sense. Oh, there goes my cartridge again. Here, allow me to express my gratitude by teaching you Lufenian. And apparently he's teaching us a language in about 0.4 seconds. There, now you can speak Lufenian too. If I knew it was that easy. You know what? What probably happened is there was like... the Rosetta Stone that we found was one of those discs. Like the Rosetta Stone discs. Just said Lufenian on it. Alright, so... we're actually going to head to the city of Lufenia, which if we had gone to it before, we wouldn't have been able to understand anything that anybody was saying. But it is kind of a long flight, so I'm gonna cut, and I'll cut back when we're going into Lufenia. Okay, so here we are at Lufenia. It's a long flight over there, and also a long walk after we get off the airship. We are the Lufenians, the descendants of the race that once lived among the clouds, the Sky People. You use a vessel you call an airship. It was built by one of our ancestors, a man by the name of Sid. Sid has been in every single Final Fantasy. Every single one. We have a legend that has been passed down through many generations. According to this legend, 400 years after the fall of the civilization in the sky, warriors bearing light will come forth to save our people. Well, that's me, guys. The light bearers, then the legend is true. There's also... 400 years ago we had built a civilization of the highest order, even beyond the skies we reached, but that's not but history now. There's also... you can get, like, the best magics in the game here. Somewhere. I gotta remember how to get there. Because I think you have to go, like, outside the map a little bit. Yeah. There they are. Alright. Yeah, full life. And then the black magic, I think it's flare. Yeah, blast foes with light and heat. So now we have the best magic in the game, but we couldn't get it until we could speak Lufenian. And then the last thing we need here is we need to go talk to this guy. Before you leave, legendary warriors, take this chime with you. It will grant you passage into the Mirage Tower. I obtained the chime. Alright, so now we're going to the Mirage Tower. So the Air Temple actually has 2 dungeons in it. The Mirage Tower, which leads up to the Air Temple. So I'm going to get over to the Mirage Tower. I'm sorry to cut around like this, but this is going to be a really long episode. So I don't want it to be too long, so I'm going to cut around a lot until I get places. But we've kind of already been over there, so you're not really missing much. So I'll be right back when we're over by the Mirage Tower. Alright, so this is the Mirage Tower right here. But we have to park way down here, because you can only park on grassy areas. And then we have to walk across. Lots of enemies out here. There it is. I was like, oh, I'm going to walk past it, aren't I? Alright, so we're in the Mirage Tower. There's lots of treasure and really good stuff in here. Some of the best items in the game are found here. So we're getting there. There's also a lot of cool enemies here, too. But just for the sake of this video, because it's going to be really long, I'm going to cut a lot of the battles. That's the only thing about this dungeon, is there's literally battles almost every step. Healing Helm. I think that... yeah. Helm that casts heal when used. So that's another way we can heal. I'm going to put that where the Phoenix Downs are. And switch my elixirs for the Phoenix Downs. Alright, and then we're going to get some more stuff. Lots of gil, which we don't really need. Vorpal Sword. I don't think that's any better. Nope. Maybe if I had, like, multiple knights. Alright, let's see. Aegis Shield. I think that's the best shield in the game. Or not. Maybe I'm thinking of a different one. That shields against stone, and it's got the same amount of power, so I'm going to equip it. So that way my knight can never be petrified. And a tent. And now we can make our way to the next floor. Alright, Mirage Tower, second floor. Oops. We're gonna go along this, like, spiral type hallway. And actually, I think the White Mage's ultimate weapon is in here. Which she doesn't really attack much, but it's still cool to have. Alright, and we're going in here. Look at all those. 7,900 gil. 8,000 gil. Thor's hammer. There it is. Because she's had the mithril hammer for a while. So Thor's hammer, it's going to raise up her attack pretty good. By a few points at least. Like I said, she's not really going to become like a melee fighter. But that is her best weapon in the game. Dragon Mail. That's got to be good. Sunblade. Those are both really good items. Yeah, the Sunblade is actually stronger. And then the Dragon Mail. There we go. Okay. Make it. Hey, remember these guys? Except there's more of them now. It's okay, they're still easy to beat. Alright. So this is the top floor of the Mirage Tower. Ooh, wyverns and worms. I'm going to try to heal up. I'm going to skip this. Alright, going through. Oh, blue dragon. So this is kind of like the mini-boss for this dungeon. It's not very hard, though. Yep. We're just flying through this game. Every step. Every single step. It's been like that for this whole dungeon. Use the warp cube to travel beyond the sky. It will take you to the flying fortress. Alright, here we go. So we're about to be in the flying fortress. Step on here. We have the cube already, so we just warp right up. Alright, so here we are in the flying fortress. A lot of cool items. And honestly, I just like the way this whole thing looks. I just got a razor. What is that? Oh, it's a sword. Cast Scourge, which is like poison. But I don't think it actually does any damage. I think it just like poisons enemies in this game. Which with status effects, most of them don't work on monsters anyway. There's the air elemental I was talking about. It's the same thing as the water one, just green. Yeah, this one's going to be a little bit longer. That's okay, though, because the last video of Final Fantasy was really, really short. So this one's going to be kind of long. But I've been kind of waiting to see like what you guys think. Whether you start liking the longer videos or the shorter videos better. So We'll see. Because just to give you like a time frame of when I'm recording this, I just uploaded the first episode of Final Fantasy today. So, and a lot of these have gotten longer than some of my other videos. Like, a lot of my other videos have been right around 10 minutes, and I've tried to keep them around that time. But if you guys want longer videos and you like the longer videos, just comment and let me know. Because I'd almost like to do them. Oh, more evil eyes. I would like to do longer videos. So if you guys want to see longer videos, just let me know. I'm going to skip around a little bit. Alright, more items in here. Protect ring, which we're already full of those. And another healing helm. So now we can heal with 3 characters if we want to. Which actually I might do. So we are in need of a little bit of healing. There's the healing helms. Alright. I'm gonna skip. Alright, everybody's all the way healed up now. Moving on to the next floor. Cottage. Mithril helm. All stuff we don't need. And we got... which we don't really need Gil at this point, because there's nothing else to buy. We've bought everything we need, except for maybe like healing items for when we go to the final dungeon, but... Alright, moving on. Oh, this. Alright. Little key item here. Adamantite. For another little side quest. That we'll do probably in the next episode, right before we go to the final dungeon. But yeah, that's gonna get us something really cool. Black robe. White robe. I'm pretty sure that's the best equipment for these two. Or not. Robe that casts Invisora when used. Huh. Will he take it? Nope. Cast Blizzara. Okay, there's how we use Blizzara. I knew there was an item that did that. I'll skip. Alright, and we got a couple more rooms before we move on to the next floor. Trying to streamline them as much as possible. Diamond shield. And a ribbon. We already have that stuff. Give me something new. Give me more power. Our black mage isn't doing too bad of damage. He's starting to get up there. And the last chest, diamond gloves. We already have this stuff. It would only be useful to me if I had more knights, but I don't. I was actually talking to one of my friends about my speedrun idea with all the monks, and he said I should look it up to see if it is actually a thing. Maybe I could do that, because I think that'd be fun. And he also talked about maybe me doing Tetris Attack speedruns, which I'd have to I'd have to practice a bit more before I did that. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, so lots of gil. Gold needles, always need those. Sasuke's blade. Okay. I don't think anybody can actually equip that. Yeah. So, if we had picked a thief in the beginning, we would have gotten a ninja with the class upgrade. And Sasuke's blade is the best weapon that ninjas can equip. But we don't have a ninja, so nobody can equip it. But that's fine with me. Because kind of how the knight doubles as another white magic user, the ninja always also doubles as a black magic user. So I don't really see the need for him. And I like the monks. Little powerhouses. But I'll skip this battle here. Alright. Oh. Chimera. Blaze. Can't hold anymore. Close. Really? Close? Protect cloak. Who can equip that? Anybody? Oh! It's a shield for them. Sweet. Yeah, and I'll let her keep that, because she's a little bit behind the black mage. Oh, Vampire Lord. Okay. And even our knight is starting to do 8 hits. The observation window looks out upon the world. The 4 forces of fire, earth, water, and wind appear as a mist converging on a single point. A point at the center of the 4 altars. This must be the location of the Chaos Shrine. Why didn't you say it was just in the middle of the map? Oh, that's cool, actually. Yeah, that is the Chaos Shrine. Where we went to... That was like the very beginning of the game. That was literally the first episode. So this room... it goes on forever. Like, if you go in one direction, you just keep cycling through. But luckily, I know already where the exit is. Because if you don't know where the exit is, then you can be wandering around this room for hours. But you go 2 over. And 2 up. Alright, so here's the exit. And we are on the final floor. And there's actually like a mini boss on this bridge. I've never actually gotten to fight it. It's supposed to be like the hardest boss in the game. So hopefully we don't run into it, because I don't think I'm powerful enough to defeat it yet. Yeah, nowhere close. But you can also get like really cool items and stuff from it. But it has a very low encounter rate. But this is the last floor of this dungeon, and the I know you can't see it yet, but the Tiamat is actually right in front of us. So I'm just gonna heal up real quick, and then we're gonna fight the boss. It's the final Titan. All right, here we go. Ready? The Lich, Merilith, the Kraken. You have defeated 3 fiends and reached my lofty perch. So many heads. More the better. May the image of Tiamat, the fiend of wind, be the last to burn into your eyes. Fight me. Alright, so we're gonna get some stuff set up here. Where's Protera? There it is. And we're gonna haste. Boost up our team a little bit here. Thunderbolt. Ooh, that did some damage. I should probably cast Null Thunder or something. So he can just attack now. Giant's Gloves. Let's see, where is it? Null Frost, Null Blaze, Null Shock. There it is. And I'm going to have you... Because it's funny, like, because the Black Mage gets more magic, if I use the healing staff with him, he actually heals more than the White Mage does. Yeah, look at that. Like, a lot more. Ooh, Poison Gas. We're getting a Null Shock, so if he uses that again... And then... So those guys are both ready to just attack, and I'll use Healga with her and haste on him. Oh no. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. And he's just using haste on a dead guy. We'll bring him back. And then haste him. Hopefully it goes in the right order. Yes, okay, cool. Because sometimes it does work out where, like, he'll use haste on the dead body again, and then... And we're going to have him use the Giant's Gloves to get sabered again. And then... Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Then you can flare him. But we should be getting close. He should be almost dead. Kaboom. Yeah. There we go. We got him. And everybody's still alive. The last one. The final crystal. And there goes the last statue. Alright. Well, I'm going to leave this episode here, and there should only be one episode left. So, I hope you liked it, and like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, welcome back to Final Fantasy 1. And what promises to be the final episode. So, we're going to go back here because we got the adamantite last time. And we're going to give it to this guy, and he's going to make us something really cool. Is this adamantite? Alright. I'll use this to make you the finest sword you'll ever wield. Done. In all my years, I've never crafted a finer sword. Go on, take her, she's yours. You obtained Excalibur, which is the best weapon for for our knight there. Yeah. How much better, though? Quite a bit better. And now we just have to go to the Temple of Chaos, which is really close, so I won't cut it. It's right here. Let's see what kind of items we got. Yeah, we should have enough items to make it through. And I'm all healed up. And here we go. Going into the Chaos Shrine. Final dungeon of the game. We use all the crystals. You focus the light of the 4 shining crystals, fire, earth, water, and wind, on the black crystal. The flow of time surges and space begins to warp. Just one step forward and you will travel back 2,000 years in time. And here we go. Chaos Shrine, first floor. And there's some really cool enemies in here. But they're all kind of hard too. So we gotta kind of be careful. Keep our health up a bit. Alright, we're moving right along. We're gonna make our way down first. Let's see what's up here. Nothing. There's nothing in here at all. Guess I went the wrong way. Guess I gotta go up first. Alright. Keep going up. Alright. And then up here. Now in this dungeon they do kind of like a boss rush type of thing. We are going to see all the fiends that we've already defeated, and they're in stronger forms. So we are going to fight a bunch of them. I think the first one is through here. Oh no, just a death eye. Okay, that works too. Shouldn't be too hard to kill. Yeah. 1 experience and 1 gil. Great. Oh, what's in... I didn't realize there were chests in here. Dry ether. Oh, that'll help. And an elixir. Awesome. Oh, we're playing the loot that we got at the beginning. Yeah. Oh, that was a weird sound. It's almost like water. So we're going to go down here. Back to the 2nd floor. Got a bunch of ice enemies going on in here. And I'm sorry I haven't been really commentating much on this episode. There have just been enemies like every 2 steps. Seriously, this entire dungeon. But once I get to like some of the boss levels, some of the boss fights, I'll talk a little bit more. And jeez, my monk is just not doing well. We're probably gonna have to. There's a spot right before the final boss where you can really level up quickly. So I'll probably sit there for a while once we get there, and like try leveling up a bunch. Stone gas, and of course it works on the monk. All right, I'm gonna skip ahead. All right, gonna keep moving. Moving on, slowly, slowly. So many enemies. Alright, where am I going in here? Oh, here we go. They keep turning my master to stone, and he keeps missing out on experience. That's why I'm gonna have to grind, like, for probably a little while before I fight the final boss. I'll skip this battle. Alright, so actually this is where we find the first rebirth of the fiends. So they're going to go in the same order we fought them in before. So this will be the Lich. We're going to use... build ourselves up again. Kind of like we did before. Yeah, we've beat these guys before, so it's not going to be too hard. So he's all set to attack. She can... yeah, she can use Holy, because that should be strong against him. Whew. Oh, he's using Flare. Ooh, that did a lot of damage. That wasn't a lot. You just attack. I'm gonna have her do Diaja and see if that does any more. And then he's not gonna use Flare because the Lich is weak to fire. So we'll do that instead. Jeez, over 1,000 damage. Oh, still around the same amount, but... it was enough to beat him. 1 gil. Yeah, because we really don't need gil at this point. And this is the second basement floor. Alright, and we're coming up to our second boss rebirth right here. So I'm going to heal up a bit. We're going to fight Merilith again. And we are going to... Protera. Nope, should have no blazed. Oh, they should have giant's gloves too. And now we can use Null Blaze. That'll protect us from any future attacks. "12 hits. That's a lot. Alright, so you can just attack. You've got to use the Giant's Gloves. You already null blazed, so we're going to heal everybody. And you are going to use Blizzaga. So everybody's already hasted. Sweet. Moving right along. Crash. Oh, that doesn't do much. Oh, wow, look at that. That's some crazy damage. I can only imagine what the monk's gonna do. And we're gonna heal again, just in case. Blizzaga. Crash. Ooh, ouch. Yeah, that's why I healed again. And that's with Protect on. 28 hits. Wow. Holy crap. That is insane. Alright, down to the next floor. Yeah, I'm really sorry I'm not commentating. I just realized that I wasn't talking. This is going to be a long episode to edit. Alright, and we're coming up on the third Titan that we gotta take care of. The Kraken. Fighting this guy again. I'm gonna do this in the right order this time. Use Protera. Ooh, ouch. Boosted. Oops, don't need to do that again. We're gonna keep healing and haste you. I didn't know he could do that. Doesn't do much though, so. Wow. So much damage. Heal. Alright. So now we really get to hit him hard. You just get to keep healing. Thundaga. Ooh. 28 hits for 1,200 damage and 18 hits. Wow. Holy crap. Just that is insane. An insane amount of damage. Alright, so there's something really special in here. And also, we get to fight the Tiamat again. So if we go all the way down here... you get Masamune, which is the best weapon in the game. So we're going to give that to our knight, because in the final battle, the two mages are going to be using a lot of magic and not really anything else. The master is still better without a weapon. And so we're just going to give it to the knight, give him a big damage boost. And yeah, we're going to go fight Tiamat. Alright, so... oh, can't get up that way. Can't get up that way either. Alright, so we're about to fight Tiamat again. Let's heal up for that. We're gonna fill everybody's MP too. Because this is gonna be a tough one. Alright, we're gonna get these guys all set up. Scourge. Oh. Literally. Just dead. What the hell? Not cool. Alright. Let's bring him back to life. And haste him. Dang it! See, it did it. It hasted the dead guy. Oh, wow. Still. You're gonna use the giant's gloves. Gonna heal. Now I'm gonna haste you. Speed him up. So we can do all the damages. And then, well, everybody's at full. So why don't you use attack magic, and you can do flare. Uh-oh. Well, that's not that bad. I can't believe how much damage I'm doing. Seems like I wasn't doing nearly that much last time I played through this. Dead. Rune staff. What does that do? Staff that casts heal aura. Oh, that's awesome. Let's upgrade to our healing staff. Alright, so I'm gonna cut here for a little bit, because on this floor is where you can get the most experience of anywhere else in the game. So I'm going to spend some time here grinding, getting my levels up. Going to try to get up to probably about 70, which shouldn't take too long. But I'm going to cut. I'm not going to make you guys watch all that. And then when I come back, we'll fight the final boss, and we'll be all done. Alright, see you in a sec. Alright, so we're going to try to fight the final boss. I didn't get quite up to the level I was hoping to. Because it was going to take me a lot longer. So we're going to try it. And if we can't do it, then I'll level up some more and try again. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to save, too. Give me 1 second. Alright, and here we go. Time to fight the final boss. Healing up. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we can do it. Do you remember me? I was once in Cornelia. 2,000 years from now, you killed me. I am Garland. Oh, you did defeat me then. But the 4 great forces saved me by sending me back through time. Once here, I sent the 4 fiends into the future, where they shall once again use the 4 great forces to send me into the past. In 2,000 years, I will remember none of this. But I will be reborn again here. So even as you die again and again, I shall return, born again into this endless circle that I have created. Alright. We're gonna... Didn't I get null all? Did I not? Dang it. Oof. Boost him. Alright, so we got null shock. Let's do null blaze next. Haste you. Dang it, I did it in the wrong order. I couldn't remember. Ooh, look at that. Yep. And you're gonna... Well, we're not gonna need that. So we are gonna protect. And then you are gonna heal. Oh, that's not cool. Oh, it missed. Sweet. I was gonna say, I just hasted him, and then you're gonna slow him down. "32 hits. And I'm doing a lot of damage. So now we can null frost, and then we'll be all nulled up. And I'm going to keep having the Black Mage heal, I think. Null frost. Yeah, because he heals a lot. And then you can... Now you can heal. Because you can heal more with Healga. Actually, I'm going to be smart about this. Because you're the only one who needs health. But, no, we're going to do it this way. You're going to flare him. Wow. I am just like decimating this guy. Oh, that doesn't do a whole lot at all. Let's see how much Holy does. And let you heal. Blaze. Okay, so we did that, which means I have to recast Null Blaze, I think. Yeah. Sweet. So much damage. Yeah, that doesn't do much either. So I just gotta depend on my two guys up there. So now I wanna... So he's done ice. He's done fire. Now the next one he's gonna do is null shock. So I'm gonna do that. Dang it. Too late. Because he always does them in the same order. So if you can set them up the right way, you can avoid a ton of damage. So now he's going to use ice. You keep healing. I think we got him, honestly. No frost. Yeah. And then you can... I'll just have you attack. 5 damage. Yeah. I think we got him. Have you... Then let's see how much damage you do. We beat him! Awesome! Yeah! We did it! The time loop was severed at last. The endless struggle that raged over 2,000 years had ended, and peace prevailed once more. I love this music. The light of the 4 crystals restored the forces of wind, water, earth, and fire. It was a mere trick of fate that had given rise to the chain of Garland's wrath. But magnified by the 4 forces meant to guide our world, that trick of fate also gave birth to the fiends. Monsters ran rampant, and the world sank into darkness. But all that is now past. With the 4 forces flowing as they were meant, the warriors prepared to cross time and return to the world they knew, a world where Princess Sarah, Queen Jane, and even Garland himself await. When was this fateful day that sent time spiraling into a loop? None can say. It seemed the cycle into which time had fallen would last forever. But the bravery of 4 young travelers changed that. They took the forces that filled the world with darkness and used them to bathe the world in light. None will ever recall the struggle the 4 endured, for the breaking of the chain means that it never existed. But within the tales of fantasy that people tell, the memory of their deeds lives on. Tales of dwarves and elves, of dragons and shining civilizations that reach for the heavens even as they fell. Kind of reminds me of Castle in the Sky. And now their return is upon us. With the memory of their struggle buried deep in their hearts, they will quietly watch over our world. Remember always that the forces of the world must be used as they were intended, that the power of light must never be used for dark, and that the true crystals reside in your heart. Deep, deep, man. This is taking a long time. For you are the warrior who crossed time. Heck yeah. You are the bringer of light. There's still more. Oh, the birds. Now it's over. Final Fantasy. We're done. We did it. We made it all the way through. Roll the credits. But yeah, so I had a lot of fun playing this game. I always have a lot of fun playing this game. I play through it like once a year. And we're going to play some more of the Final Fantasy games. We'll probably do this same version of Final Fantasy II, the Game Boy Advance version, since it's on this same cartridge. So we'll play through that sometime soon. And then if you guys want to see some of the extra dungeons, maybe I can do an episode or a live stream or something of the extra dungeons, defeat all the rest of the bosses, because there's a ton of bosses in there from all kinds of different games in the series. But yeah, we beat it. This will be my second full series that I've completed recording. The first one being Resident Evil, of course. Yeah, and I'm super excited. I really enjoy doing this. And all the QA staff. This is a really cool, animation in the back there. Especially for a handheld console. This is a handheld console. There were some games for the Game Boy Advance that kind of looked almost like PlayStation graphics, like PlayStation 1 graphics. And it was on a handheld. It's amazing. Yeah, we're almost to the end of the credits now. Square Enix. The end. There it is. Alright, guys. I hope you enjoyed this series. I sure did. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And wait till you see what I'm playing next.